Hello everyone, I am Taureor, and I recently realized that I have quite a lot of games that I've never tried before, either from humble bundles, very good Steam deals, or that I received keys for as a YouTuber. So I'm gonna do some Let's Try videos, or impressions, or however you wanna call them. And today we're having a look at the Dwarves. It's apparently based on a book, I think, but I don't know it. Right, let's just get into it straight away. I have booted it up once to see if it works, and it works. I've had some trouble with controls, but
Fracas made us from stone to protect Girdlegard. Against orcs, ogres, and all the other beasts of Taureor. We are the guardians of Girdlegard. We are the children of the divine smith. We are the Dwarves.
yeah, that is pretty cool. I especially like the name Girdlegard. Did I say that right? Anyway, I've in the first boot up, when I was seeing if it actually works, I did have some trouble with controls, as I said. Namely, I couldn't rotate the camera. But it's loading rather slowly for me, because I didn't have a room for it on my SSD. It's running from a regular hard drive. I think that's why. Pause the game anytime by pressing space. Move the camera by using the middle mouse button and the mouse wheel. Let's pause the game anytime so we can zoom in. Now, the first problem I have with this immediately is that you can only use the mouse wheel to modify the camera, I think. Video, no. Game, no. Yeah, and that can be a bit of a problem, because, well, there are some people who might not have mouse wheels. Of course, I do, but my mouse wheel button, the one you push it down, you push the mouse wheel down, it's been acting up, which means I can't pan the camera here. I had to connect a second mouse to my computer just to be able to pan the camera here, like this. Which is a bit of a problem, but let's get into the gameplay itself, because it doesn't seem like a problem, and many people would have. Okay, so we start as this guy. What's her name?
Huh?
Glandalin. Well, that sounds a little bit more like an elf's name, but as you can see, he is not one of them. Okay, this way. Click on Leap Attack on the lower left of the screen, or press E and then select your target on the battlefield. Okay. There we go. Right, so apparently it is kind of a turn-based game, but not really. Basically, see, we're fighting in real time, not dealing any damage, but we're regenerating those action points, which we can later use to do these attacks. Well, let's do a leap over here, shall we? Boom. Okay, just fight only. Don't get into the frontline's men too much. And this is a mighty blow. Let's do the mighty blow. Oh, that did deal quite a lot of damage. Very downhill, prompt deal with these guys. Now, I don't want to move into the fray too much. There's a chance I'll get surrounded if I do. Let's get closer to them, but not out there, I think. Boom. Nope, didn't work. No, screw that. Let's try out this third ability. We could just follow the bridge. No, now I need to try this. I need to try and push them off the bridge. Let's pause this. He did. Okay. and I hit the wall and fell down. Okay, the game has immediately won me back after the initial problem with the mouse wheel. Just because I hit a wall. You know what? I have to use the second mouse to do this, but let's have a look. How many of you are there? Quite a lot of you. Right then. My health is low. I should probably get back to my comrades. Try to push through a bit.
Gwendolyn, a present from the workshop.
Present from the workshop. Go to the chest and click on it as soon as the use symbol appears. With the grenades you can create grenades. Alright, here we go.
Alright!
Run, Gwendolyn, run.
Understood! Ah! I'd be happy to pass on this present to the greenskins.
Okay.
On the way!
We just got some grenade time.
Alright!
Need to hand it a bit. Orcs killed 33 out of 60. Ho ho ho! Let's not hit our own guys, shall we? Boom. They get pushed into here. That might actually be problematic if they are able to surround us because of this. Well, maybe if I throw it here, they'll get thrown off the bridge. Well, sounds good. Cool. More grenades. Okay, this is quite pleasant. It is quite pleasant indeed, although the camera control is a bit wonky. Let's try to not lose any dwarves. Can we do that? Right, I should probably be fighting them as well. Right, I'm really liking the grenades. I gather there's no reason to save them for later. Is there? I don't, I'm enjoying this too much. Here we go. Kill some birds. Alright. Excellent. And this. And this. So for an orc bashing simulator, this is pretty pleasant. Shall we do one more grenade? There we go. Yeah, perfect. Okay, I've been surrounded and am taking a lot of damage. If I could jump over to a safer place, that would be nice. Maybe I could kill some orcs with a grenade and maybe get to the desired goal before anything bad happens to me. Is that sufficient? No. They're a bit tough. Aren't they? Okay.
My king! What are you doing here?
Giselbert Eye, the father of the Fifthling clan, has not been on the front line of battle against the creatures of Tion for many cycles. The king surveys the battlefield and the defenders with a grave expression.
We are too few.
This you know as well as he does. But there will be no reinforcements arriving. Hundreds of brave warriors lie inside the fortress dying. The illness is running rampant. It brings weakness and death.
Stay at your posts. Be as steadfast as the granite of which we are made. Nothing can break us. Vrakas is with us.
Okay, my impressions so far are that these dwarves are very, very dwarven. Change between characters at the bottom left of the screen or by pressing Tab. Select more than one at a time by pressing Shift plus left click. Alright. We need to kill ogres and catapults now.
Yes.
Let's be cautious. Oh, that's an ogre. Alright. What
Yes?
skills do you have? Cleave. A lateral blow dealing damage to several enemies. King's Hammer. Hit the ground with his hammer and stun nearby enemies. For Vrakas. Motivate himself and nearby heroes to fight quicker for a short time. That
Come
sounds...
here and die!
That sounds okay. Wait a minute, let me have a closer look. So we need to destroy the catapults and kill the ogres. Do you have any grenades left? Crap, I should have kept the grenades. We could have just thrown them at the catapults. Okay. I suppose I could just cut through them to get to the catapults. Or theoretically, I could try to use... what's his name? Glandolin. To use his skills, because he has mobility skills. Alright, let's try to use Cleave as the king. Just, okay, that was cool. That's why you're the king, I guess. Let's get a little bit in front and do that again, because I like that robot. Let's hit the two ogres. There we are, the skill points. Now let's use you. Leap attack. We can throw some at the head.
Come here, you!
Fight at this guy. He is pretty tough.
What?
Okay, we can do the passive. No, we should kill one of them together. The cleave attack is my favorite so far. That's a lot of damage to everyone. Okay.
Yes?
Okay, this is actually quite fun. I'm enjoying this. Here we go. Boom. First guy's dead. Actually, I could try to push on through the archers, so it wouldn't be a problem anymore. Well, my other guys are dealing with the other ogre, maybe.
It will be so. Yes?
They're probably pretty weak. Maybe I can go in this area of effect over. Like this. No way, there's a lot more enemies here. Maybe I shouldn't have left the ogre, but yeah, they're dealing decent damage to him.
For fracas!
Let's try to get to the catapult. Alright, now that we are in the thick of things, King's Hammer. That's very high damage.
Yes? Come here, you!
Another one gone!
So, maybe use the leap attack? No. Just use this. Yes. You do the King's Hammer. Oh, but here's Glandolin with it, maybe? Oh, that works. Boom. Oh, it showed me it would hit the catapult, but it didn't. But one of the catapults is destroyed. Where is the other guy? Here we go. And Jizzle. Should I do Cleave or should I do King's Hammer? I should do King's Hammer. King's Hammer is cool. Easily my favorite. Try to not kill the king. Jump over here. Focus on the catapult. Oh, I could get a buff to everyone around us. Let's do that. Ooh, that's cool as well, doesn't it? I didn't say that. Let's do that again. That is pretty cool. If I knew it was a heal, I might have used a different tactics. I think you did say it, so I just didn't notice. There we go. Boom. Oh, they all died when he destroyed the catapult.
These are the ones who attacked us in the tunnels. We suffered great losses beating them back.
That's an elf. these new elves with.
Come here and I'll split you like a straw, you treacherous elf!
In his fury, the old king radiates a ferocious power that none of Citalia's children could withstand. But the slight, willowy being sitting astride the shadow mare just grins down, mockingly.
You are mistaken. We are Alpha. We are here to destroy the elves.
All peace-loving beings here in Girdlegard are under our protection, and you cannot open the gate that has barred your path into Girdlegard since the creation of the world.
Not us, but perhaps one of your kind.
This cannot be. Silence, you fool! Vrakas, forgive me for what I am about to do.
Quickly! In formation! You must hold them back until I close the gate!
What is it?
Okay, so we're back to Glandolin only. That's actually pretty cool.
Charge!
The story, I mean. Okay, hold them back then. Let's try using this. That pushes them back nicely. Leap attack is probably not the best idea with so many friendlies around. Just keep using this. Bring them back. This is actually going quite well. Alright, oops. Let's destroy this guy. Can't cut him through. Let's destroy him with this quick strike. Get back to the front lines.
On my way!
Pushing them back. And here you go. I do like the pushing of cliffs. It's a bit weird that if we advance, they're pushed with us.
On the way!
Attack them like this. Alright, let's get those archers. I think the best way to get rid of the archers is this way. Ooh, that's a horrible amount of arrows.
Look at me. I am Cintharas, the Reaper of your death. I will take your life, and the land will take your soul.
Get out of my sight, pointy ears, and let me delight at the closed gate a little longer.
The gate may have closed, but when you rise again from the dead by the power of the land, you will be one of us, and you will open it.
Never! My soul belongs to Vrakas.
No, your soul now belongs to the land, and henceforth you will belong to it forever. Now die, and return. Then hand us Girdlegard.
Okay. I must say this is pretty cool so far. I might continue this after the tryout video.
You're a perfectionist, Tungdil Bolafar.
I've got a reputation to uphold. If you can't rely on the metalwork of a dwarf, what can you rely on?
Okay, oh, so we're out of the prologue, I guess? I've got a reputation. Look dreadful, bad night. That's not a very nice thing to say. What can I do for you?
What can I do for you?
For me, nothing. It's Lot Yonan. He wants to see you in his study.
In your mind, you go through all the recent incidents that might have annoyed the Magus. Apart from a few little squabbles with his famuli, nothing worth mentioning happened since the incident with your beard. You nod.
Okay.
Okay, apparently this is the end, or we can ask her about her knife. Let's ask her about her knife.
You look dreadful.
What a charmer.
The maid gives you an ironic, reprimanding scowl.
Ikana has been crying half the night.
When you were teething, I carried you around the vaults. You played with my beard and I sang you to sleep.
Frala smiles. She's heard this story many times before.
That was 23 cycles ago. But I'm quite sure you didn't sing. You might have grumbled a bit.
If what you've read about the dwarven lifespan is true, it will be another 300 sun cycles and more before you are called to the Eternal Forge. The certainty of one day having to witness Frala's death already burdens your heart.
I'd better not keep the Magus waiting.
See you later. There's goulash for dinner.
Oh, I like the sound of that. Removed from the party. Okay, so that happened like 1,000 years ago, if I understand this correctly. The thing with the king. Let's look at
This is
the
where
forge
you
fire.
swung the forge hammer for the first time 30 cycles ago. No one taught you the craft. It was enough for you to watch Lot Yonan's old smith at work. Whenever the workshop was empty, you practiced and quickly mastered the craft with ease.
Okay, so we have food consumption, we have the numbers of days in our adventures, characters, groups, and stuff. Skills, blacksmith's blow. Stubborn. Gain bonus armor and damage when health is low. Quests, go talk to someone.
There are apparently dwarves who have never seen the sky. And you too feel more comfortable when you have rock over your head. If only you didn't long to see more of the world, a longing that grows stronger with every year.
Okay, so this is apparently, from what I see here, I haven't read about the game or anything. This seems like an RPG with a heavily tactical combat.
Come to the kitchen, we need you.
Jolison, a 4th degree famulus and your favorite foe among the students of magic, gives you a disparaging glance and disappears without waiting for your reply.
Dickhead. So I'm supposed to see who exactly? Talk to your mentor, Lot Yonan. Which one is the study? I don't know, I suppose I can just walk around. Look at the famuli. What are the famuli?
Of the 200 or so people selected to learn the art of magic under Lot Yonan, there's barely a handful of them you can stand the sight of. You're not at all interested in magic in all its elusiveness and whimsy. Your realm is the forge.
Well, we are the dwarf. So, what was that? Pilfer some food. Okay, let's do that. Give me food. Loot.
The blacksmith.
Yeah.
Do you want something?
Did a horse bolt while you were trying to shoe it? It's certainly not on our plates.
Let's try it again. Give me more. Work, finally.
Hey, what are you doing, groundling?
We're still eating here. Why don't you go and get your own portion?
Maybe I should have waited for them to be... there's nobody here. Let's try that. That's better. Get some more. No, but we do have food for 2 more days. That was
Tangdale!
useful.
Quick! Or the goulash will get burnt!
You immediately recognize what the problem is. A chain running over a pulley for positioning the cauldron is detached from its mounting and the cauldron stuck in the fireplace. It's a heavy load and none of the famuli, who feel superior even during kitchen duty, dare do anything. They might burn their fingers, or even get a bit dirty.
Okay. I mean, saving the goulash is a noble quest. Repair the mounting bracket.
It'd be a waste of goulash. And I'm hungry. Here, hold this.
Famous examining the mounting bracket. Thoroughly repair the mounting bracket. I do hate this guy already. So let's talk to him first when he's holding it.
Do you remember when you dyed my beard with some magic spell? I had to shave it off.
You stroke your beard, which is unusually short for a dwarf.
Damn it! Ah, it's heavy!
The young human forces through his pursed lips, letting the pot sink a little.
Don't you dare ruin my goulash, boy!
The cook with beefy forearms glares at the young man, and after a brief moment, he tries harder.
Examine the mountain bracket or repair. Let's examine it.
With as much concern in your voice as you can muster, you say,
Oh, no, this doesn't look good.
You're pleased to notice he's dripping with sweat.
I'll get you back for this, groundling!
Alright, let's fix it. Enough tormenting. Hope that Gulish didn't get burnt or anything.
You damned freak!
For a moment you hope the famulus really does raise his hand to you. But then he comes to his senses and leaves the kitchen, his face bright red.
What a pair you are!
Kid. Okay, give me the goulash now, please.
The goulash is bubbling in the cauldron. You draw the warm air in through your nose, and the smell makes your mouth start watering.
Alright, can I get some more food in here? Apparently not. You know what? I'm going to end this video here. The game looks quite promising, actually. I'm enjoying the role-playing and narration bits much more than I was enjoying the fighting bits. So my final opinion will depend on which there's more of and which are better, I guess. And how the fighting develops when we're no longer in the prologue. But for now, I think I'll play this. I think this is quite fun indeed. And I especially liked the narrator voice. Well, not the voice specifically, although it's a good voice. What I mean is, I really like the fact that there is a narrator. It's quite rare in games, and I tend to enjoy it. Alright, so that's it for the first, maybe I'll make more, let me know what you think, video on the Dwarves. And let me know what you think in the comments. I will see you soon with this or something else. Goodbye.